So guys, as promised, early June, duck garden. Seen greenhouse the other day. These rocks are multiplying. Leave them together all night and more appear the next day. I've got some more radishes here. These are all the spring onions. Willie, Solarium. I planted it once 4 years ago. Some berries. These are all spring onions, or onions. They will bulb up if I keep pulling them out. They're a little bit more crowded than usual, but the first lot didn't work, or the last lot didn't work. Oh, there's some picking celery from Dale Calder. Rocket's still going. That was planted late winter. Just a quick little salad for lunch. A few of the cold tomatoes. Funnily enough, 2 from outside, 1 from inside. I think it's a light difference because of that plastic in there. But let's say normally my tomatoes die if I do them outside. And I will be recovering the old greenhouse at some point anyway with clear. And a few radishes. Salad's about finished. I've got some more I've got to put it in. So we'll be a couple of weeks maybe without good salad. Now this is the sort of time of year I like. The squash is going absolutely mental. Some of them radish are going to seed in there. I'll let them do that, collect some seed. Yeah, I don't think me watermelons are going to do well. They're hidden in here. So, it's unfortunate. But the squash are looking good. Cabbage sprouts. We've had 3 cauliflowers. I'll put a clip in. There's another cauliflower there. Well, we've had 3 cauliflowers like this. This one's just starting to go, so I've took it, but this is 3rd one. So they're year-round collies. I've got another 1 or 2, I think, to go. We've done well with them. We've done all right. Last year they all bolted. A lot of people's bolted. I mean, that's not perfect, but there's nothing wrong with that. We'll still eat it. It's good. And quail's fun. And that's a nice head of cabbage. Again, that's from Billenville. That's the Acer cabbage, and these are greyhounds. I've had a bit of worm damage. They don't tend to get the loopers. They don't tend to get here early. They tend to be a little bit later here. So the new cabbages I've got, or the new purple broccoli I've got on the shelf, they've attacked them. I've been squishing them. Onions from sets. I have no problem ever with them going to seed. Red onions I do, but the white onions I don't. I had 1 go to seed last year and it was a split onion. So these are bulking up nicely in the shadow, but as you can see, never a problem. Shallots, I'm going to pull them now and show you what I've got. But they're all ready. That's quite nice actually. Good size. The roast out potatoes are looking alright. Carrots have been a funny thing this year. I'll show you though. Grapes. My grapes are hanging. I think these here look spaghetti squash. Lots of them. But yeah, carrots have been funny. Cats dug a lot up. I did plant another row at bottom, I'll show you, but they've gone. I think the slugs got them when it cooled down. I haven't got many carrots in here, but what I've got I think are pretty good. So you don't need many of them, but it would be nice to have more. I might go to a little bit anal next year and do a plant them out in little squares. Yeah, that's gone to seed. I've got to pull that. Corn. This is the you tell me, peaches and cream. I think it's peaches and cream, and this is the Swift. As you can see, that's a lot faster than the Swift. I do have a few tassels starting on that, but that's way advanced, so hopefully that won't cross with that, and if it does, it's not a big deal, to be honest. Beans, got to pick some beans. Got loads of beans coming on. Bell and Val's beans, pongos, and I'll pick them and mix them. And there's a lot on these as well from behind. You saw little harvest I had last week, but they're all ready now. There's plenty there that are ready. Quick look under the skirts. Oh yes, potatoes. Just hope the voles don't get them before I pull them. I've got to pull the Spudomatic. I think there's about 20 buckets I've got to pull next week. Need things to put in them. I will be planting more beans. These are a second planting. And this is where I put them carrots. They did come and then they disappeared, so I'm assuming a slug just went along and munched them all off one night when it was damp. These are the purple cauliflower. Got a bit of white fly on them. I'm not seeing any loopers though, but the ones at the side of the shed had loopers on, lots of them. That one were replaced. Oh, there's one, look. Squish. Just don't want him getting into the middle and destroying the middle. I'm assuming these are climbing French beans, I don't know. These were given to me and there were about 5 seeds. So if they do well, I'll save some seed. As you can see, they're right up there. And again, black fly's been a problem as well this year, more than usual. But there's a good amount of beans. These are other beans I planted around here and getting eaten by something. See what they do. And yeah, the peas, we got about, I would say, a couple of kilo. It was surprising how many there were, but because they've fallen over, some at the bottom were a bit rotted and minking, so we discarded a lot. But we've had, well, we've got some in the fridge now still. We've had about 5 meals out of them, so I was surprised how much I got, but I will be doing longer ones next year. And on that, I'll get on with this and pull all these out and see what we've got. Got a bit of a scary story for you. It was scary for me, most terrifying day of my life yesterday. So yesterday, my youngest son disappeared. He was supposed to be home from school at about 4:15. He's always a little bit slow walking down, but he wasn't home at 4. So my wife went up to school to have a look for him, see if he was playing up there. And he wasn't. So we went to his friends, to his best mates. He wasn't there. And we started getting worried because by then it's sort of 4:30. And yeah, we looked around. I got out in the car, went down to the river. I drove all the way through woods around here at the bottom because that's where we thought they might be. And the river's high, so that's quite frightening. But he wasn't down there. We got a report because by then my kids were out on the bikes. I were in and out of the house to see if he'd come home. All the kids in the village were out. The jungle drums, we phoned all other parents, and they were reported to be walking up to the woods at the top. So because we found there were another young guy missing as well, this is a thing I didn't mention it, but we didn't find that out until more than an hour after my son had disappeared. So we got a report, and Oak Village were looking for him, and they went up to top woods where there's a playground where they've gone with school before. They weren't there. The other guy's father went through woods, and we got a report from 3 villages away, 2 little kids. Obviously people have been on phones and stuff, so I mean, good community. And we found him, but that were 7:30 at night. Man, it was so scary, whatever you want to call it. I've never been so scared and worried in my life. The main thing is here, it's only half an hour to the French or the German border, and because of this agreement, people just drive through borders. If anybody's seen one of my early videos when I went to Germany, you just drive through. So that was so worrying, and I thought I'd just share that with you. It was really scary. So that's that from that tiny little space. That's a 3 foot by 4 foot bed. There's 122 shallots. They're the really tiny ones, but most of them are quite good. They're a mixed bunch, but there's some nice sized shallots there. So don't forget, oh, no white rot, which is always a bonus. So don't forget, thumbs up, thumbs down, and it's always nice to be nice. And help thy neighbour.